Here we are at the south rim of the Grand Canyon at about 7,000 feet elevation, and the rocks that appear here at the south rim are limestones, and as we study these limestones, we see some very unusual features, some very interesting features. We see first off that there are fossils in here. We see sponges. Now, what sort of an environment do sponges grow in? Well, today sponges grow, of course, at the bottom of the ocean, and the same with the brachiopods that we find here. And coral, these are ocean bottom creatures. Evidently, these rocks were accumulated as muds at the bottom of the ocean. But here we are at 7,000 feet elevation, and could this be an ocean bottom? Evidently, the ocean covered the continent sometime in the past.
The plateau that we're sitting on has an interesting story of its own to tell. Look around the rim of this canyon. See how flat it is? Imagine if this canyon was filled in. If it wasn't here, this was one great, vast plain before this canyon was cut. Now, what do we think of when we usually think of a vast plain, a flat surface? We usually think of a depositional environment, a depositional surface, something like the bottom of a lake bed or the bottom of the ocean. The only way we can get this kind of flat erosion is if we have some sheet-like, what we call sheet erosion, which happens when you have a flood of water, huge amounts of water sweeping over a surface in a short enough amount of time that it can't form channels. It just simply sweeps away everything, leaving it clean and smooth. And that's what I believe happened here. When I think of the incredible amount of sheet-like erosion that would be necessary to produce a plain of this size, it brings to mind a catastrophic flooding event where incredible amounts of water were running off of the continent. This could have been even of the magnitude of Noah's flood.